A massive winter storm is bearing down on the eastern United States, and forecasters warn it could become one of the most disruptive snow events in years for parts of New England, with Massachusetts at the center of the impact zone. For real-time storm updates, power outage alerts, and travel advisories, like this video, subscribe to America Today, and turn on notifications so you stay informed as conditions rapidly change. Meteorologists say the storm could bury parts of Massachusetts and New Hampshire under 1 to 2 feet of snow, with snowfall beginning around midday Sunday and potentially lasting into late Monday. In addition to heavy snow, the region is bracing for dangerous cold, strong winds, and the risk of widespread power outages. Forecasters are already calling this system historic, with some experts comparing the potential damage and disruption to that of a hurricane, particularly in areas that experience prolonged power loss and blocked transportation routes. Saturday will offer little relief ahead of the storm. Temperatures across much of New England are expected to remain in the single digits, with sub-zero wind chills making outdoor conditions extremely dangerous even before the snow begins to fall. Officials are urging residents to finish preparations as soon as possible. According to the National Weather Service, much of Massachusetts could see at least 1 foot of snow, with some localized areas approaching 2 feet by the time the storm ends. Parts of New Hampshire are also expected to be heavily impacted. For Boston, this storm could mark a major turning point in an otherwise mild winter. The city has received relatively little snowfall so far this season, making this the largest snowstorm Boston has faced in nearly 4 years. As forecasts intensified, anxiety began to spread across the city Friday night. Temperatures dropped sharply as long lines formed outside grocery stores and hardware shops. In neighborhoods like the South End, residents rushed to stock up on essentials, food, water, batteries, and winter supplies, anticipating that travel could become nearly impossible for days. At Warren's Hardware, staff worked late into the evening trying to keep shelves stocked. Manager Jason Martins said demand surged rapidly as storm warnings escalated. "We have been selling a bunch of ice melt and shovels. We're running pretty low on stock, but I think we should have enough for the storm." For many residents, especially younger people, this storm is a wake-up call. College students and recent arrivals to Boston admitted they have never experienced a major New England snowstorm. Mel Schaefer, who has lived in the city for 3 years, said the forecast is unsettling. "I am very nervous. It hasn't snowed really hard since I've been here, so I don't really know what to expect." Others are racing against the clock to leave the region before conditions deteriorate. Steve Nolan said he's hoping to escape Boston before the storm shuts down travel entirely. "I have a flight tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. to go to St. John and the U.S. Virgin Islands. I'm really hoping we can manage to get out." Airlines are closely monitoring the situation, and travelers are being warned that flight delays and cancellations are likely, especially by late Sunday as snowfall intensifies and visibility drops. City officials are also urging caution. Boston Police Commissioner Michael Cox issued a public warning to college students and residents about the dangers of the storm, emphasizing that snow-covered streets, extreme cold, and poor visibility could create life-threatening situations. He also reminded residents planning to watch Sunday's Patriots game to behave as a good neighbor, noting that emergency responders may already be stretched thin dealing with storm-related incidents. Beyond snowfall totals, officials are especially concerned about wind and power infrastructure. Heavy wind-driven snow combined with bitter cold increases the risk of downed trees and power lines, potentially leaving thousands without electricity for extended periods. Emergency management agencies across New England are preparing warming shelters and urging residents to charge devices, prepare backup heat sources, and avoid unnecessary travel once the storm begins. Forecasters say snow rates could be intense at times, with whiteout conditions possible during peak periods. Roads may become impassable quickly, particularly in suburban and rural areas where plowing may take longer. And even once the snow stops, the danger won't immediately pass. Behind the storm, Arctic air is expected to surge into the region, locking in dangerously cold temperatures that could freeze untreated roads, complicate cleanup efforts, and increase the risk of frostbite and hypothermia. Officials stress that preparation now could make a critical difference. Residents are urged to stay off roads unless absolutely necessary, check on elderly neighbors, keep pets indoors, and follow guidance from local authorities. Those who rely on medical equipment should make contingency plans in case of power loss. As this powerful winter storm approaches, New England is bracing for a long, cold, and potentially historic stretch of weather. One that will test infrastructure, emergency response, and community resilience. We'll continue tracking the storm's path, snowfall totals, power outages, and travel impacts as conditions evolve. For ongoing coverage of this developing winter emergency, stay with America Today.